Daryl Rhodes here with What Pond, your pond specialist, and today we're going to play with some tools, show you what we can do with the weeds in a pond. Why is it important to get the weeds out? Because coming up fall here, ice, snow is going to get on the pond, and it's going to kill the weeds. And what they do is they just shrivel up, die, go to the bottom, become muck and nutrients for next year's growth. So that's the importance of getting them out. And today we're going to show you a few different tools that we use. Some are for purchase, rent, or I already said purchase, so buy. We have our rake and weed cutter. I have a reciprocator weed whacker type thing and a lake mower. We'll get all those demonstrated to you. Plus we have a tarp. I'll probably spread it out, but I don't have the weights for it, and show you what all that does. Another thing for weeds in a pond is some are good. Some weeds are good, or plants, because it adds habitat for the fish. Place for little ones to get out of the way of the big ones, a place for the big ones to hide to stalk the little ones when they're hungry. And if your pond is totally weed covered, your fish population is probably going to be stunted to a certain size. They just grow up to so big and that's it. So we can take certain areas of the pond, we'll clear out a spot, skip a spot, clean out another area, so you have a hard line of vegetation, habitat, a free span where the fish can roam around and get out and play or run for cover. So let's get to it. I'm going to clean out a little here first so we can get the boat in. We'll use the rake and weed cutter first. We'll be right back. So here's our weed cutter, 11-foot long handle. Toss it out, let it sink to the bottom, and then cut through the weeds. You do have to jerk it to get it to cut. I'm not going to say this is easy. And the weed is water shield, really tough, stringy. And of course you're going to get stuff stuck on the cutter. But just keep going back at it. Move over a little bit. Drop the cutter in. Pour out. Smells really good. Can you smell it? That's all the muck. Even cutting through lilies. Here's our floating rake. We've gone in, cut the weeds, got some of them out that wrapped around the cutter, and now we're going to use the rake to get all the stuff that is cut, scrape it off the surface. This is long, kind of like grapevines. Long, stringy stuff. Even if you have a little bit of weeds in your pond, each year, as they die, they just become more and more active. Continue to spread. As you can see, this water shield has some long stems. Like spaghetti. In addition with the, I forget which one it comes with, but I usually sell it as a kit, the rake and the weed cutter. But you also get a 20-foot rope. There's an eyelet down there. We move it back here to where the handles come apart. Then you can toss it out there a good 20 feet and start yanking it in. So you can really expand your area. Reach out the pond further. And there you have it. That's the rake and weed cutter. Manual method. Takes a lot of work. And you can get the job done, as you can see in the pond. Just a few minutes, we got that area cleared out, and a bunch more hours, you could get a lot more done. So we're gonna get the boat in the water. There you have it. We're going to go around, continue around the pond and chop all these plants down. They've served their purpose. I got a little excited, but they're still got some blue flowers coming on. So I'm going to leave maybe another week. Then we'll come in and clean all this out. As you look around, you can see all the plants we got to get out of here. Again, we want to get them out before winter sets in, or first thing in the spring. Get the massive vegetation out so that we're not adding muck to the bottom of the pond. It's going to happen. We're going to get a little bit of leaves, all kinds of other things in there. So we keep up with the bacteria treatments, aeration, and pond dye. So that's our plan. If you need help getting your weeds under management, give us a call, shoot us an email. Let's get her done. Catch you later. Bye. One thing I didn't show you was the lake bottom blanket, where this thing stretches out, comes in different sizes. Standard is 10 foot 6 wide and various different lengths. Works great for, like, if you want to trim around a dock, lay these blankets out, now your dock's weed free. You could even do certain areas along the pond, stagger it, so you have your hard line, some open water, back to hard line again with plants for your habitat for the fish to help them grow. And this isn't the blanket behind me, but I just want to show you essentially what we're doing in the pond with these blankets. Once you put it in, it doesn't receive any sunlight, and it will kill the weeds underneath it. The maintenance of the blanket is pulled up once a year, maybe 2 years, depending on how dirty your pond is. Pulled out, wash it off, and then put it back in again. Or move it to another spot if you're trying to start working on clearing out your pond from the weeds. Pretty cool idea. The blanket comes in a cardboard box, comes with an installation video. The only other thing you're going to need is 3/8 rebar. There's pockets sewn right into the blanket. The rebar is slided in the little pockets, and that's what weights the blanket to the bottom of the pond. It also leaves a little bit of space underneath the blanket so you're not suffocating the bottom, so your bottom living organisms will still survive. So that was our other weed management tool we didn't cover at the other pond, and this should help give you more ideas on how to control your weeds. Catch you later. Bye for now.